G'day guys, Morezy here. Welcome back to Morezy Plays Minecraft, episode number 43. And today guys, this will be the last episode before I go away for a vacation holidays. The holidays will last until about the beginning of, when is it? June, July, the beginning of August. And I'm going to be away for about a month. Quite a long time, but it's been a long time coming as well. Now, I thought about maybe making some videos to post over that time. However, with trying to finish up stuff at work and being quite busy, I haven't been able to do a lot of that, and I figured I would rather just not post, half-rate content and than actually post stuff that you guys don't like. So I thought I would just leave that. Today's episode is going to be a little bit tricky because, as I said, I'm on a bit of a time deadline, so we're probably going to do a little bit of a different video. Oh, those maps de-render in the corner. A little bit of a different video today just to try and get some stuff out there before I go away, and hopefully you guys enjoy. And one thing I wanted to do is I've been looking at these maps, and this was our witch hut before we started doing anything to it, and that was a long time ago now. This was after I had built the mob farm at the top and the perimeter of the wall of the hole that we were going to build. And I wish I went right to the edge of these because now that's going to stick out, and if I try and go back and fix it, it's actually going to update the rest of this stuff too, so that's no good. But yeah, that's looking pretty cool. But now we've got all this dug out, I really want to go and make a map of that area all dug out. So I've made a couple maps here, and I thought we'd go over to the hole and have a look. Okay, here we go. So let's put our item frames down, and where are we? This one is here. This one is here, I think. This one is here. And this one is here. Awesome. Look how cool that looks. Very cool. You can see all my chests dotted around there. We've got the diorite in the ground. A little bit of water there as well, which is fun. Very cool. Cool to see the progression from this to this to this. Very cool. Once this starts to flesh out a little bit more too, it's going to look even better. Very, very happy with that. Alright, on to the next thing. Alright guys, so here we are back down at the witch drop section area, and I've gone ahead and changed a few of these things. You might remember last episode we had some issues with the witches going off to the side, so I've just built the wall up a little bit higher, and I think we're going to have probably lamps in here that we can turn on and off just because it would look cool. But yeah, it certainly looks a lot better like that as well. I like the sort of walls on the side, they look pretty cool. And yeah, when the witches fall down, if we activate the system, they don't fall into the wrong lane and end up surviving and running away. So that is a good thing, and it meant that I didn't have to extend these dispensers any extra length. But what we want to do today, being that it's going to be a relatively shorter episode, is I want to try and get at least one thing done here. So I briefly talked last episode about how to control the mob farm up there the least intrusive way possible, and I sort of suggested that I was going to use an item elevator to send items up and use that to trigger the lights at the top, and I think that's going to be a good idea. So what I'm going to do here is set up a bit of an item elevator that will go up through here, and at the top there an item will be detected and the system will shut on or off. So I'm just going to get a few things together here and we will have a crack. Alright, got some things here. Dispenser, some ice, got some hoppers. Well, I haven't got any hoppers yet, but I've got to make some hoppers. Okay, so first thing we want to do here, I think, is just double check where we want to put this control system and just see exactly where it comes out at the top, because we want to make sure that there's going to be enough room there to do some wiring at the very top. So, what I will do, I think we'll just... Oh, first of all, I'll go and check exactly where this column is going to start, and we'll double check the middle of that, column. Now, because of all the chests and stuff here, I'm going to put it over this side. We'll probably end up moving this at some point, so don't worry too much about where it is at the moment. Okay, so we're at 547 and 44. 547 and 44. Alright, remember those numbers, 547 and 44. We'll go up here and we'll double check that that's within the boundaries that we want. Okay, so we'll ender pearl up here, I think. Good. And then we'll go across here. Oh dear. Uh-oh, this isn't good. What a shot. Okay, let's get out of here real quick. Oh no, you can't. How am I going to get out of here? Oh man. That was quite the shot. I need a good way to get in here. That's what I need, I think. At least no witches are going to spawn right now because I'm here, so maybe I can do something like this. That will do it. Oh, I was freaking out there. I thought we were gonna have to start all over again with all the gear here. Okay, good. Saved the day. All right, let's jump up out of here for a moment. Oh, okay, there we go. Put that one back. Okay, now what was it? 547 and 44? Oh man, my clicks are all over the place here at the moment. I must be excited about going away. Okay, 547 and 44. Oh, that was pretty good, wasn't it? So let's bust this one open. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have just the right enough, you know, just a good amount of room here to do what we need to do. Very good. Okay, let's go down and start building up the tower. Okay, very good. Probably have some witches whiz by us while we're doing this. Okay, I'm just going to have to fill this up with random blocks here. Alright, so first thing we need to do here is probably replace these guys with some solid blocks, like so. And we're going to put a hopper in here. Ooh. We're going to have to go up a little bit higher yet. There we go. Okay, we're going to put a hopper in here. And the hopper is going to go this way. And it will end up into a chest, I think. I think it will end up into a chest. We can probably leave the chest for the moment. And, oh, I don't have any comparators. But basically what's going to happen is we're going to have a... Ooh, this one might be an issue as well. It's a necessary evil. We're going to have to put this block here and go up like that. So, ooh, actually, we don't have to do that. We can use two of these. Oops, two of these and just go up like that. Alright, so we're going to put a comparator here. Now, when this item comes up the item elevator, it will land here in the middle, and the hopper will pick it up. And when the hopper picks it up, we are going to see a comparator here that reads that the hopper has picked up an item, and it will trigger a T flip-flop to trigger all these lights and make them all turn off at the same time, or on, depending on depending on what we want to do. So I'm going to jump back down again, get some more bits. We might come up and try and work out some of this wiring. Alright, here we are. So I've got the dispenser in here. The dispenser we will get rid of eventually, and it will be all seamless. And you might have a control station over here where you press the button. And I think what we'll end up doing is either using minecarts or redstone signals to bring the dispenser over. Actually, let's make it look a little bit prettier while we're here. We could do this instead. Oh, actually, maybe not. Sorry, I'm just thinking out aloud here. If you dispense it here, it might get stuck there. So we might actually just use that dispenser here after all. And yeah, we're going to fill up this thing with some water and hopefully give it a little bit of a test. Right, let's put the water bucket in, and we'll put in our items, and we'll put in a button here. Okay, very good. In fact, I might get rid of that water and place it here, and then get rid of this extra brick here. Okay, so this should hopefully work. So when we press this, nope. What happened there? Where did our piece of dirt go? Okay, it got stuck. Oh, I'm too close. That's why. Hang on, let me rejig this. I'm too close, so there's no water actually traveling that way. It's only hitting the corner and stopping. So the piece of dirt just stops at the end there. So let me just rejig this a little bit. Alright, we're ready to go again. I've just fixed up this item elevator, and let's see exactly what's going to happen. So this is probably going to continue, this glass is probably going to continue a fair way around here, just to transition between the glass and the deck here. But this is an idea of what's going to happen. So if we want to turn on, say, regular mobs, I should say, all we have to do is send an item up the elevator, and it will just float up through the glass, nice and seamless. And then if we can get up there again, let's try not to land inside the farm this time. We get up there again, we can actually look at how, I'm just going to make sure I've got enough stuff here, some cobblestone. Going to look at how we can actually use that item to turn the farm on and off for regular mobs. So let's jump up there again and see whether our items made it to the hopper that we put up there before. I did already send one item up to test it, just to make sure that the item elevator was working. There's a big load of witches there. Okay, let's throw one of these up here. Oh man. Hang on. Okay, and we're up here, and I should have known better. I didn't have a chest there yet, so these two bits of dirt found the closest airspace, which is right here. So they didn't actually go into the hopper, but that's okay because I know why. So we're going to put a chest here to catch all the items that we use, so that we can always recycle them if we want to. And then what we need to do is get this comparator down and into the block there. So hopefully we should be able to see. Let's just make sure here. I'll put a redstone torch on top here, and we can run an item through and just check to see if that turns off. Which it doesn't. Interesting. Okay, a little bit of testing later, and I realized that if you put an item inside the hopper, it won't detect it. But if the item is picked up by the hopper, oops, didn't get to show you that one, it does actually detect it. So that is good. That means we can use this to do what we want to do. The next thing is I want to try and get all of these switches turned on at the same time. So I'm probably going to have to make something similar to what I made downstairs there with I think it was called the T flip-flop, someone educated me on. and probably enable or disable these torches all at the same time so it looks really cool. So, how are we going to do this? Well, we've got the signal over here, so we should be able to use that to take it over to here. We'll probably set up the mechanism here, and I think I worked out in the past that if we run a redstone line from here, I think we can make it all the way around. I'm pretty sure anyway. Maybe it was that way. Anyway, let me have a little think and we'll see what we come up with. Okay guys, so I'm going to try some things here. Now I haven't tested this design, but we will see if it actually works. And we're just going to come over here with a few of these things. And we will need to put a second level up here. So what I'm going to try and do is do something similar to what we did down there for the water system. Except up here we're going to try and not use any hoppers. And I just had an idea of how I can do that. So what we'll do is we'll do one of these monostables. And we'll put in that like so. And then here we'll put in a repeater. And it'll just be on one tick. And then I think we'll just carry this on around here. Like so. Then from the other side of that we'll have another monostable, and I think we're going to put a redstone block on top of it. That's not going to work, is it? What was I thinking? We'll have to do it sideways. Do it sideways, I guess. Yeah, that will work, I think. So let's make a little redstone block. Of course I couldn't put it on top for those of you that don't realise, but I'm sure you all do, you're all very smart. If I put it on top it would create a budded piston when it extended and it wouldn't pull back again. So we'll put that there like that. And then when we trigger this thing, let's see if we can just put a button on it to trigger it. When we trigger it, this is one state where the redstone block is here. And when we trigger this, oh, I better put on another block on top there. Hang on. Block on top like that. Now, when we trigger this one, so let's imagine that an item has gone up the elevator and hit the hopper, which has then produced a signal here, which has then turned this. So if we do this, that triggers the monostable circuit here, which then moves the redstone block over to this area, which means we can use that to power on this side. Okay, I've come up with the solution. So, what I was trying to do there was split this off in equal directions, one way, one the other way, when what I really needed to do was just go all the way around in a cycle. So what I did here instead is we increased these to 4. Then I've got 2 repeaters here. That's to stop this creating an infinite loop. So 2 repeaters here, just 1 tick delay. And then this one, oh, hang on a second. That's got 1, 2. This one here needs to be a 2 tick delay. 1, 2. So there's 2 there, plus 2 here equals 4 as well. This one here, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And that just goes straight into this torch, which makes that a 4 tick delay as well. So the result is we've got a little switch that will turn on our lights. Let's have a look at from the inside. So the lights are on at the moment. Let's turn them off. So if we throw an item in here, awesome, and we can turn them back on. Oh, very cool. Very, very cool. Alright, so the last thing I want to do here is I want to go down to the ground and activate this from the outside and see what it looks like. I've always wanted to see it from a distance, so this is going to be a great opportunity. Before I go though, I'm just going to run some half slabs across the top of all this wiring so that we don't get any extra mobs spawning here that shouldn't be. We might get 1 or 2 baby zombies, but it's not a huge problem, I don't think. So I'm going to do this, and then we'll come back and we'll see if we can activate this from a distance and see what it looks like. Okay guys, so I just tried this and it seems as though even with the chest there, the items are still popping out the side here. So I'm going to put another hopper down, and I'm going to put another block on top of that, and hopefully that should fix the problem. And if I throw into here, it should still trigger, which it looks like it does. So let's trigger this again. We'll go down the bottom again, and I've set up a little way that I would like to try this and make sure that it works, and also get a nice view from the outside. And what I've done is just rigged up a little wooden button system onto the dispenser so that we can shoot some arrows at it and hopefully get a cool result. So let's see, this is what I've got here. Got a little light to make sure that I know when I've hit it, and what I'll probably do is stand up there on the ledge when it gets a little bit darker and try and toggle these lights on and off a little bit and see what happens. Alright, so let's just send one of these guys up here, and we'll see if we get other mobs falling down. You can't actually see if it works here or not from the bottom. In fact, that might be a good idea for me to do something about that, so we can have an indicator light on the bottom side so we can see exactly what's happening or something. But let's see if we get some other mobs falling down here now. Okay, that's a good sign. We're getting the other mobs coming down now, which is good. There's a few of them there. Alright, so last thing I want to do, it's starting to get dark now, is I'll go up top and see if we can toggle this with our bow and see how cool it looks from the outside. Okay, here we are. Let's see how we go. This is currently turned off, and I'm hoping when this turns on, this whole thing here should light up and look really cool. So let's see how good my aim is. That light should turn on when I hit it. I've got a couple buttons around just in case I miss, which I've missed a few times now. There we go. Alright, let's sit back and watch. Right, well, I should have known you can't actually see it do anything. So, yeah, when the item goes up there, I'm sure it works, but you can't actually see it work because these slabs don't actually get light coming outside them. That's how they work. You can't see light through them. These I can see because that's actually rendered on the inside and I can see that, but light actually won't come out of these slabs and around them because of the way that they work. So if I do this again and try and turn it on again, I doubt we will see it. I'm just going to stand here in the corner and make sure that it is not visible from the corner, but I get the feeling that it's not. Yeah, you can't really tell. I think it should be done by now, but you can't really tell. Ah, man. Well, that means I'm probably going to put down a indicator light on the outside maybe. And you know what would be really cool is if we had some little pictures and have like witches or creepers or something like that, and the face lights up depending on which way it is. That would look really cool. Maybe that's something I can do as an indicator. Very cool idea. Anyway guys, I think that'll about do it for today's episode. A little bit of a shorter one. See how you like the length of it. This episode is obviously a little bit different than normal. Normally I think I would try and do a few things in the one episode and sort of show less of the in-between work. This particular one, I just really wanted to get this one elevator working, so that was why we did the whole episode on that. But I think when I come back from vacation, I think we'll try and look at doing a few things in one shorter episode, maybe 20 minutes. A few people said that's a good idea. Some people said they liked the in-between stuff, but I'm certainly going to try and see how it goes. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. I will be back probably in about a month's time. If you want to, feel free to follow me on Twitter because I'll have my phone with me while I'm over there, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of free Wi-Fi and things around. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, I'll probably put a few little tweets up there just of random things that I'm doing, and possibly keep my eye on the community a little bit. But thanks for watching, guys. Hold tight, and we'll come back in a little bit of time with some more episodes of Morezy Plays Minecraft.